to another video. No, I'm not reviewing my dirty, smelly Urge helmet. I'm actually reviewing the Lezyne Macro Drive. Now, I think like possibly a few people out there, I was lucky enough to pick this up for free with a magazine subscription. I subscribed to Wattbike a few months ago, and this arrived. It's actually also available now for as little as £45, which, to be honest, I think is an absolute bargain. It's a totally sealed, USB rechargeable, 400 lumen on high helmet light. Now, 400 lumens for me is the sweet spot. That's when lights become bright enough to use on the trail and off-road. More is always better, but 400 is kind of the minimum, and you can get away with using this thing off-road. So it's quite interesting, this one. It does have the rear light built in. It's not mega bright. This is only 5 lumens, I believe, but it is enough to be seen, and because it's on your head and it's wiggling about with your head, it does help you get noticed. So I'll show you how this works. You just press and hold, and you go through the modes. So it starts with an Enduro mode of 200 lumens for 3.5 hours, then a blast of 400 lumens for an hour and a half, an economy of 8 hours, that's 100 lumens, and then you've got your 2 flashing modes. Dead easy to use, and this can actually be controlled independently, this rear light. So I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to press and hold for 5 seconds. Should get a flash. Main light turns off, and you can use it like that just so you've got a flashy rear light, and you can click through the different flashy modes. So you've also got off, flashy, flashy, constant, off. Now if I leave that off and then press and hold this again, light's entirely off. When I press and hold to turn it on, the rear light's off, and when I skip through the modes I'll get a flash there, but then this turns off. So that's quite good. If you don't want to use that rear flashy light or constant rear light, you don't have to use it. I'm going to press and hold that for off again, and we're going to go back into the rear light mode. There we go, and I'm going to select the constant on. Now let's turn that off again, turn it on again, and there we go. You can see we've got the constant on. So it does remember what mode you chose on the rear there. The light doesn't have a mode memory. It would be quite nice if it remembered what mode you're in, but it's not a big deal. But it does remember, but it does have a mode memory for this rear light here, which is quite cool. So if you do want to set it to constant on, it's on constant on. So there you go. Now, it is very, very easy to mount as well. It's a nice, easy to position mount. You do need a vented helmet. You just pop it through the vents there. There we go, it just goes on through the helmet like that. Nice and easy to use. And it just pops in. So that's just a case of twisting this to loosen it off, and then it helps you position the light to what position you want. So I'll quickly just show you how to charge the light. You just remove this rear cap, don't lose it, stick it to one side, put in the USB cable, and away you go, that's charging. Flashes green whilst it's charging, goes constant green once it's done. Dead simple. I would recommend charging off a 2-amp charger if you can. It literally halves the charging time. Now this is actually my go-to light. I mean, this thing's always on my helmet. I've got far brighter lights. I've got lights that put out well over 1,000 lumens. I've got a light here which is nearly 2,000 lumens that I can mount on my helmet. I choose not to, and I use this instead because it is so light and compact and cable free, and it's got a nice beam pattern to it. I don't see why I'd use anything else, because it's so much more convenient to use this. And I think that's what's key with lights. It's more important to have a light which you're going to use and is convenient and you want to use than a massive lumen monster. At the end of the day, 400 lumens is more than enough to help you see down most trails. And yeah, you could have something brighter if you really, really wanted to, but 400 lumens for me is enough, and it's a good place to start.
Just tap the screen Yeah.
So there we go, that's the Lezyne Macro Duo light. I really do hope you like this video. If you have, please like and subscribe, it means a lot to me. And I will see you on the next one. Take it easy guys, bye bye.